Hello, Lena here with Gabriela, board certified sex therapist here in the Miami area. And today she has joined me, and I'm very excited for our little segment of Ask a Fifth Grader. So I have 4 questions that I was asked by a fifth grade classroom, and I was there to talk about their emotional sense, but a few of them threw in their, the puberty questions.
Yes.
So I thought that since I have Gabriela here, I would have her help us come up with answers, and for you parents, you can hear what a local fifth grader asked me about sex. So this is a question that I got, and these are anonymous, so they didn't think that anybody was going to know. And that's the best way, actually, to get nice questions out of children, by the way. It's a little trick. Right?
Yeah, it's awesome. That way they feel
Put it in a box and they feel comfortable. Okay. Is it okay to be scared if you're questioning your sexuality?
I would say yes. It's okay to be scared. This is a new thing for you. This is something that you're discovering. This is something that you're trying to figure out. And for a lot of us, anything that's new or something that we don't have the absolute answer to can be a little scary. So that's completely fine, completely normal. And if you're scared about it, if you have questions about it, talk to mom and dad. They're going to be one of your best resources. Or a person that you feel close to that you can talk about these things. But it's completely natural to be scared. Completely natural.
And this question shows something very important for the parents that are watching this. Children in fifth grade are anywhere between 9 and 11 years old. And a lot of parents will tell me, oh, it's too early for them to even be thinking about that. And that is not true. Know that in the course of human sexuality, that is actually the exact right time for them to begin to wonder, because it's, we all have that little 5th, 6th, or 7th grader that one morning they wake up a little person and the other morning they wake up teenagers, and know that this phase of development is really difficult for them because they have one foot in childhood and one foot in adolescence, but they have yet to move in either direction, and we want them to move towards the adolescent direction because that's healthy. So this is a good question that tells us all that it's not too young and they shouldn't be thinking about it is not the correct answer for mom and dad.
Yeah, and sometimes a young person might feel a little bit scared because their body might react somehow. For example, maybe they're in gym class and they, had to take a shower and whatnot, and their body, because it's naturally changing at this moment, reacts to wind or whatnot. But they happen to be in the, boys' locker room. Well, what does that mean? Does that mean I like boys? Does that mean I don't like them? What does that mean? So that feeling of being scared could be produced from an array of reasons. So it's completely natural to be scared.
I love it. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the next question from our 5th graders? What to do if your friend likes your crush?
Oh, that's so sweet. So this can be tough. You might be a little scared, like, oh my goodness, we like the same person. Is that person going to like me? Or maybe they already like your friend and don't really know that you like them, or they like them. So this is going to happen once, twice, 10 times in your life, and it can be a little tough. So if you know that your friend has a crush on your crush, just know, well, yeah, it makes sense that they would like her too. You like her. That's great. And just know that if you like someone, let them know you like them. If they happen to be dating your friend, maybe it's, a good idea to wait a little while until maybe they're not dating or whatnot. But, just know it's okay to like someone that someone else likes, or that they're in a relationship is completely fine.
And for mom and dad, when you're watching TV shows or movies where this particular topic comes up, where you like someone more than a friend or something's happening with the characters, that's a great time to wonder with your children in this age group, like 9 to 11. Use popular culture, songs, TV, to go, hey, what would happen if one of your friends liked And then your kid might go, I don't know, mommy. And that's an opportunity to give them some feedback, because some of them are showing that. And I always like to, with this age group, I always like to say, so does anybody like somebody more than a friend? And all of them giggle.
Yeah.
And it's sweet, but it's a conversation starter. But in a 5th grade classroom in Miami-Dade County, somebody was asking that question.
And it does happen. Happens more often than not.
Let's see. What changes come along, and when are you going through puberty?
Oh my goodness.
Dun,
what
dun,
change-
dun.
Oh my god, the P word. The P word. Such a heavy word. What changes come along when you are going through puberty? So, we're not going to, we know that there's physical changes, and there's going to be physical changes that you outwardly see. But during puberty, you're also going to have questions regarding your body, things that you might physically feel, things that you might visually see that are changing. Maybe your voice is changing, maybe you're getting a little bit more hair. So those are all going to be natural questions that you have during this time. But also you're going to start feeling a little bit different. You may start having those questions. But those questions aren't 1 or 2 days long. Those questions are weeks long. Maybe your body starts to react if you see a cute boy walk by or a cute girl walk by, whatnot. Maybe you start thinking, my parents always taught me this, but I don't know if I agree with it. Maybe they're wrong. Maybe they're right. Who knows? Completely normal at this time. You may even find that you get sad and you don't know why you're sad.
Yeah.
That happens. And that can be tough, especially if you don't know why you're sad. You're just sad. Maybe you find that you're starting to get a few more pimples at this time. Maybe you started getting your period at this time. A whole lot of things can change. And so it's a fun time. It can be confusing. It can be a little scary. But it'll pass.
And I want to add, I love what you said. Sometimes children ask about puberty, and we are talking about sex because I get to have my board certified sex therapist here. But more importantly, sometimes we blame everything on puberty in this age group. And it's not only hormones, it's hormones, neurology, and humanity. So I think that sometimes kids start judging themselves as though that's this scary thing is happening to them and they can't control their emotional system.
Yeah.
And I think that if we give them the information
Correct.
about their body
Yeah.
and, what is a hormone and what is emotional and what is neurology, but we also don't always blame everything on you're becoming a teenager. So be careful with that, because we start doing that with the 11 and the 12
Yes,
and the 13-year-olds as
Puberty
parents.
is this object or this alien that overtakes my child's body, and oh my god, but yesterday they always wanted me to snuggle, but now today they don't even want to come out of their room for dinner. My child has been kidnapped by puberty. Oh, your child is still there?
And it's all of the above.
Yes.
So those are our 4 questions of a 5th grader asks. And thank you for being here,
You're
Ms.
welcome.
Gabriela. And I hope that this was helpful to all of you parents out there with children between the ages of 9 and 11. Till next time.
Bye.